hello. How's it going, people? Welcome to stream. Welcome. And we're back. We are back. A few days off. Nice time to relax, to chill with family, with friends. It was a nice time. I'm not gonna lie. It was a really goddamn nice time. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't follow Arsenal. Didn't follow whatsoever. First thing I read as soon as I come back from this vacation is Kepa to Arsenal. Here we go. Few hours later, Norgaard to Arsenal. Here we go. They said be excited. Top Gunners say be patient. Well, if this is what I have to be patient for, I'm not gonna lie, I won't survive 1 month into all of this. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know even where to begin with all of this crap. Serious talk, I don't know where to begin with all of this. But yeah, guys, we're gonna talk about it all today. If you haven't already, please do me a favor, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new around here, if you share the pain, if you want me to feel some more pain, maybe if you want to ease the pain, subscribe. Helps a lot. We are aiming for that big 1K by the start of the 25-26 season. And of course, leave your thoughts down the live chat so we can tackle them, we can discuss them, and we can do all that good stuff. Big up Mubarak. Big up Sub. Big up which party leaving Norgaard Premier League experience, even if he's 21, but he's versatile, can play as a CDM as a number 8. So for me, no, Norgaard is a yes. Well, I'm not gonna lie, we kind of differ in this because Zubimendi comes in. The hope was that Partey would stay. I'm not gonna lie, the hope was that Partey would goddamn stay. And with Zubimendi coming in, then you sign Norgaard. I actually would be somewhat cool with that. But to sign Zubimendi and then to sign Norgaard as Partey's replacement, oh my goodness gracious, have everything has gone down the gutter. Like, am I excited? No chance in hell. Do we have time to be patient? No chance in hell. Let's be real, in less than a month we fly to Singapore. We don't have the team, we don't have our signings. Oh, by July 1st. Oh, here we go. Basically, let's wait till July 1st all of a sudden until we get the necessary signings. Like, oh my goddamn. Like, if you want the player, just go and sign him for peep's sake. Because it's obvious. I want Gyökeres, right? Apparently, the club, it looks like they doesn't know who they want. But if you want Sesko so desperately that your feet are itching, your butt crack is itching, your chest is itching, and your hair is standing like it's Sonic the Hedgehog, for God's sakes, go and sign him then. But don't make this as a 5-year happening like we did with Calafiori for a month and a half, like we did with Merino for a month, like we did with Zubimendi, who was half a year to sign him in general. Like, for God's sakes, please don't do this. Like, seriously, don't do this. Just if you want the player, go and get him. Because I'm not gonna lie, we are off to a goddamn flying start, to say the least. Yeah, big up Marlon. Yeah, Norgaard. Yeah, Norgaard. We have Solarguard now, and we have Norgaard now. So we are building the Viking team. Hey, ho, ho. Hey, we just need the Swede in the team now. Gyökeres or Isak, one of the two. Better be that. If we sign someone else, like, please don't even chat to me. No striker for 6 years and we sign Norgaard. Yeah. That's how Arsenal roll. If it makes sense, Arsenal won't do it. All the links with Agume, all the past links with Douglas Luiz, with Caicedo, with players like back in the day, Grzegorz Krykowiak, remember that one? Steven and Zonzi and Young Villa and all these guys. Like, who cares, right? Who the hell cares? Let's just sign Norgaard, 31-year-old. And Top Gunners are addressing it like it's an improvement. It's someone better than Partey. He is younger. And it's like he's the second coming of Moses, basically, or Jesus, or someone like that. He's better than Partey, more versatile, more better, and all this stuff. Oh my God, he's not. Let's be real. His improvement on any, his improvement on, I don't even know, Jorginho, is he even improvement? Maybe to some extent. People saying he has good injury history. He doesn't get injured too often. We have seen how that has gone for Arsenal before. Partey also has pretty much never gotten injured before he joined Arsenal. Since then, constant injuries. besides one and a half seasons. After that, just injury, 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 injury. We have seen this story before. We didn't like the ending. And why the hell would this actually change anything? Kepa, Zubimendi, Norgaard. What is this high power on social media for this crap? Exactly. Top Gunners are dancing around in their underpants and farting rainbows and all this stuff. Like, we have done something unique, something brilliant, something phenomenal, fantastic. We have saved the day and all this crap. We've saved nothing. We've done nothing. Let's be real. And at the end of the day, people say, I have seen some people say, seriously, in group chat and everything, Arsenal have only 90 million to spend before the July 1st, right? If that is the case, we have spent already what? That's 5, 11, well, 10. That's 15 plus 51. That's 67 million. We have 23 million left, right? So it is what it is. But that doesn't mean you cannot already basically agree stuff on players. Let's be real. It's 6 days till July 1st and everything. Big up BX Gunner. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. We have signed Norbit. We already had Norbit last year. We had Norbit as Eddie Nketiah. He was Sherman Klump. He was Axel Foley. He was Norbit. He was everything. He was every Eddie Murphy movie, every single character he has played. Now he's King of Zamunda. He has won FA Cup. That has gone well. And now we had Norbit Neto last year as a secondary goalkeeper. Played a lot. Let's be real. He played so many games that Raya basically couldn't get a kick in the team. Like, just insane things, right? And now we have another Norbit. Oh my God. Like, come on, man. What the hell is this club doing? Be excited. As Josh Kroenke said. Be patient. Top Gunners said. Patient for this crap. Seriously? Patient. 21 goddamn years without Premier League. 6 years without FA Cup almost. 32 years without Carabao Cup. No Champions League. Nada. Be patient. Be patient. You know how they say in life, you have to make your own luck. Your hard work pays off. Your hard work will be rewarded. If this is the hard work we are getting rewarded with, I'd rather not work at all. I'm not gonna lie. Seriously, rather not work at all. Where have you seen this? And the worst part is, you know how Arsenal drag these deals? Like 6 years, 5 years, a millennia, and all this stuff. We have signed Norgaard like that. It took literally 2 hours, what it feels like. I went to work. I came back from work. We have signed Norgaard. Like, what? Like, what are we doing here? Serious talk. Big up, AJ. Hope you're doing well, my guy. I'm fuming more than I can say. I totally get it. I'm trying to keep it a bit PG, let's be real. But yeah, let's see how that kind of drags out. Big up Hendon. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Big up Hendon Gunner. Big up everyone. I'm about to only watch Arsenal ladies next season, dude. They have done more business. They're winning more than our men's team. Not surprised. Seriously, not goddamn surprised. Congrats to England under-21s team. Yeah, they reached the Euro under-21 finals. They beat Netherlands 2-1. Germany in under-21 game against France just scored, so they're 1-0 up. Viper scored. It's 1-0 in the 9th minute, so we'll see how that develops. But yeah, England might win actually something. To be honest, Emil Smith-Rowe in England under-21s also won the Euros a few years ago, so that went well. Big up Kwame. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. I'm doing great. Well, technically. Well, I had 2 days off, right? I went out of City, out of Arsenal, out of everyone. Just friends, family, barbecues, beers, relax, fun, dancing, chill, swimming, sauna, all the fantastic stuff. I come back from this and literally 2 hours ongoing on social media. Kepa, here we go. Norgaard, here we go. Win the dog, here we go. Arteta is on fire, here we go. And of course, Gyökeres or Sesko, they're still nowhere to be found. On top of that, we are linked with another Chelsea reject in Madueke. Like, what the hell is happening at this club? Like, when it's gonna change? How it's gonna change? And will it ever change? Like, serious talk. What is happening in this club? What is happening here? Am I in some parallel universe? Seriously. Am I lost in the Matrix and I need to wait for Normsky to come and pull me out? Or what are we doing here? What the hell are we doing here? Big up to everyone. Big up Arteta. If he fails next season, he's out. With these players, we'd be lucky to finish top 6. Kepa in goal, Norgaard as a number 6. Yeah, that's going to go well. Might as well sign Madueke then. We saved wages. I get that. Well, at least we would like to think so. It would be in Arsenal's fashion to make Norgaard from 30 grand a week to go to like 100 grand a week. It would be in Arsenal's fashion. Let's be real. Is he a 100 grand a week player? No, he's not. Let's not kid ourselves. No, he's not. 50, 55 at best. Worst case scenario, he gets the same as Kivior, 58 grand. Worst case scenario. If he gets near, your Timbas, your Trossards, and everyone 90, 100, like Ryan, all these guys, oh my God, I'm going to flip out. This is not the football I love no more. Exactly. Seriously, like Premier League, I'm going to watch Premier League, but serious talk. If there will be games in La Liga, if there will be games in Bundesliga, Serie A, Ligue 1, Eredivisie, Championship, Liga NOS, wherever, I'm going to watch them instead of Premier League, if that is the case. I will watch Arsenal. If there are some bigger games in Premier League, I will watch them. And I kid you not when I say this, I'd much rather watch Getafe play Real Oviedo with Santi Cazorla next year, or Leganés play against Las Palmas, although they got relegated. Leganés versus Villarreal, versus Sevilla, versus teams Elche, just promoted, rather than actually watch all that crap. So no kidding. I'm not kidding. It's actually insane. No way we will be patient. Well, Top Gunners say be patient. So why would you not be patient? They follow the cult leader, Mikel Arteta, like blind sheep. Where is he leading them? Nobody knows, because they're blind. They just trust every word they say. We got Norgaard, everybody. Norgaard. To the UCL finals we go, Norgaard. 95th minute winner from Norgaard from the corner. And by the way, Norgaard, on top of all of things, he can do long throw-ins. So that fits in Mikel Arteta's agenda with the Rory Delap throw-ins and all this crap. He's somewhat tall, so he can do good on corners. He does make late runs like he did for Brentford in the box, so he can definitely hit the ball. So for... who is that? Nicholas Jover, Peugeot, or Volvo, or whatever that name is, Nicholas Suzuki. He will have his work cut out for him. Freaking hell. Fucking Norgaard, man. What can Norgaard do? Tell me that. Well, he's a Viking. Odegaard's a Viking. I guess Odegaard felt lonely. One kid wasn't enough. Strap in, boys. It's going to be a hell of a ride. That's an understatement and a half. It's going to be ride, it's going to be a crash, and it's going to be a massive fallout at some point. I won't swear in your chat, don't worry, but trust me, no, I'm done one. Yeah, I feel that. I totally feel that. Our ladies are better than our men's squad. Without shadow of a doubt, they have won multiple titles. In recent times, not just overall. Seriously. We can look at this just because we can. Because let's do this. Arsenal women's team's trophies. Since we speak about the ladies, right? Arsenal women's team's trophies. Let's see this. So, UEFA Women's League Champions League winners of 24-25 beat Barcelona 1-0 and beat Umeka on aggregate 1-0 in 06-07. Women's Super League champions 3 times, 11, 12, 18, 19. FA Women's Premier League champions, 9, 10, 8, 9, 7, 8, 6, 7, 5, 6, 4, 5. Women's FA Cup winners, 15, 16, 13, 14. Like, you'll see this? FA Women's League winners, 23-24 beat Chelsea after extra time. 22-23 again beat Chelsea. 17-18 beat Man City. Like, it is actually kind of wild if you come to think of it. FA Women's Premier League Cup winners. They don't exist, I would assume, because they are not recent updates. FA Women's Community Shield winners. 4 + 1 shared. 99, 20, 2000, you had to share those things. London County FA Women's Cup winners. So that's 10, 15, 25, 32, 46, 46, 58, 58, 61, 63 trophies for a women's team. 63 trophies, man. 60 goddamn 3 trophies. Oh my goodness gracious. I can't promise I won't swear. I totally get that. I'm trying already. I can barely I get it. Yeah. Boyton, listen. Shh. Don't forget we extended Sambi Lokonga's contract for 1 year. Just don't tell him. Shh. Big up B-Ross in the building. Mikkel music in the house. Like and subscribe, people. Hit the likes if you haven't already. Smash the like button. Caress it. Destroy it. If you feel the pain, smash it. If you want me to feel less pain, smash it as well. And all that good stuff. Of course, subscribe if you're new around here. And if you don't want Norgaard at Arsenal, maybe then something will happen. Big up at Jerry, James Trafford, good for you. Elanga, let's see what happens there. But would be a good signing for you, 100%. João Pedro, 70 million, not worth it. Not worth it. Big up everyone who has like 8 likes. Big up everyone. Respect to Eros. Yeah, big up respect. Big up Kwame. Respect. Big up everyone. Big up Everest. Hope you're doing well. Resident Liverpool fan. Won a trophy. Won the Premier League. Has signed Wirtz. Kerkes. Frimpong, about to potentially sign Osimhen or someone like that. Then on top of that, Kwanzaa has been sold with 60 million buyback clauses, looking at Margehi, moving like a proper club. Must be nice being a Liverpool fan these days. Yes, they waited 30 years for Premier League, but after that, it's been one hell of a ride. So are we going to sign Gyökeres or not? Dude, I'm not sure even fortune tellers with their tarot cards can say that. Come back from vacation, Arsenal keeps giving you transfer gifts. It's like golden Easter eggs or something like that. Genuinely, you open something up, ooh, something new, shiny. Like, the worst part is, Top Gooners and other people try to address it like it's the best signing since sliced bread. Oh, he is younger than Thomas Partey. It's 1 goddamn year. Calm your tits. Like, he's versatile. Well, everyone in our club is versatile. So what we going to see? Norgaard as a right back? As a center back? A goalkeeper, maybe? Or he's going to go at striker when, again, someone inevitably going to get injured. That Harry Potter bar is crazy filthy. Which one? Which one? I don't even know. Seriously. Big up everyone. Dio came up with... This is Norgaardian. Oh, yeah. This is Norgaardian Leviosa. Didn't even Harry Potter say it's Norgaardian Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. The only thing, this is Avecadabra or Expelliarmus or some shit like that settings. And big up everyone. Stressed, pissed, annoyed, done, everything. Norgaard. This is real. Genuinely, this is real. It's not like you have taken the wrong pill in front of Morpheus and everything and you have gone back to your home. It's actually real. You have taken the right pill. It's just... yeah. Our women's team is better than men's team. That's the nuts part. Here I was thinking the stress this window would come from the clubs wanting the strikers we're sniffing around, but instead... it's wasting money on Norgaard and Kepa. But yeah, 15 million on both of them, if I'm not mistaken, combined. And you had 50 or Zubimendi and all this stuff. I'm not going to lie, this is actually kind of nuts. Big up BBK. Big up BBK Sports. Go subscribe to BBK. 1 subscriber, 1 day less of his ACL recovery. Also an Arsenal fan. Go subscribe to him. Covers NBA, Top Gooners. Not in that way. And all this good stuff. Go, people. Show him some love. No more guards at Arsenal. Dude. Next guard we will have at Arsenal will be the guard of honor. Seriously, it will be another guard of honor next season. To whom? We'll see, but it's definitely not going to be anyone giving us the guard of honor. You'll see why I don't see the squad numbers thing. That thing stopped because serious time got it. Like, our bench is just nuts. Watch all the top gunners say this is a signing for a bargain for squad depth and injury backup for cup size and blah blah blah. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. Give me a second. I will find this in a second. Here we go. Is this the right one? Here we go. Funny you should say that, Everest. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. 11 million and presumably far lower wages than Party. Presumably, if he's on 200 grand, I will fly to UK myself personally. Seriously, if he's on the same wages as Party. For a younger player, it's 1 year with a far better injury record. Well, Thomas Partey wasn't injured at all, pretty much. He had missed about 10 games overall under Diego Simeone in about 6-7 years. He came to Arsenal and bang, Hospital FC. An incredibly underrated all-around game. Norgaard would be excellent business. But he is not a winner. What will he bring to Arsenal? Is he improvement on Thomas Partey? No, he's not. Is he improvement on Jorginho? Definitely. Well, I cannot say no. He has some attributes better than Jorginho, but overall, he doesn't have the passing Jorginho possesses, the vision, the footballing IQ, and all this stuff. He doesn't. So what are we doing here? Serious talk. What the hell are we doing here? Like, it's actually insane. It genuinely is insane. You know, it's human. Okay, speak it, Robo. The pro Arteta fans are so blinded they just stop this crap. We must. Somehow we must. We must stop this madness some way, shape, or form. They are about to catch up to the men's Premier League trophy crown. Wouldn't surprise me. It's gonna take a few years, but they're gonna get there. It's not like they're a billion miles away. Like, they are right there. They have won 2 Champions Leagues. Arsenal have none of that. We've been to final once. They have more Champions League titles, our women's team, that we have finals appearances in Champions League. That's what's the insane part. The baby goat is here. Big up, Marlon. Big up. Total and utter embarrassment. Facts. The best we can probably hope for is a domestic cup next season. Yeah, see, you say this, right? You say this, Boyton, right? You send this, Dio. At the same time, right? At the same time, how many times we have taken the cup competition seriously? Like, last year, we went to a semi-final. And we got embarrassed at the Emirates, and we got embarrassed at the St. James Park by Newcastle. 4-0 on aggregate. And the way we played at St. James Park, it looked like Newcastle were 2-0 down, not we were 2-0 down. And at home, the less said the better, let's be real. Yeah, big up. Subscribe to BBK Sports. 1 sub, one day less from ACL recovery. 63 honors by our women's squad, out of this world. Yeah, it's insane. They actually are winning stuff. We did extend Lokonga's contract. Wait, let me check. It has to be somewhere. It has to be somewhere. May 28th. I'm going to share the Mutants channel, but it is what it is. We have to go with the punches here because I don't have enough seconds to find what's its face. Fabrizio's tweet, but see, Dio, we have extended Albert Bambi Lokonga's contract for 12 months. We had the 1-year option, and in typical Arsenal's fashion, we decided to exercise it. That has gone well. And the worst part is we did not extend Partey's contract, of course. And to add on top of that, we paid 50 million for Thomas Partey, release clauses, and we're not going to see a penny back. We're not going to see a penny back. If you include also the wages on top, It is around, what, 18, 19 million? Good job. Good job, Tim Lewis, Richard Garlick, Josh Kroenke, and all these men. Yeah, big up, subscribe to Everest as well, Liverpool fan. All the top content there. If you're a Liverpool fan, it's so unbelievable that we gave. Yeah, it is, but like, what can we else say? Don't count us winning honors this season, dude. It's like only honor we will have this season is giving the Guard of Honor to somebody else. How can is Party gonna probably? So what's the point in extension then? To protect his value? To sell him for 17 million just for the same amount as we signed him? Who is gonna pay 17 million for Bambi Lokonga? Like, seriously. CDMFC. By the way, we haven't signed still a forward. We have signed only defenders or defensive players. Goalkeeper, number 6, another number 6. So go figure. Big up, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I had some great time. Big up to you and thank you. I had some fantastic time. We have like 5 cents. Probably they will at some point. They surely will. We lose Tierney and Party, and we get Norgaard and Kepa. Yeah. That sounds about Arsenal way. Improving the squad Arsenal way. Liverpool will retain their Premier League title, and we will be 4th. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't even finish 4th. At this pace, I wouldn't even be surprised if we didn't finish 4th. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. CDM's the striker about Arsenal. Yeah, like I asked AI to compare Arsenal's men and women's of all time. Women have 61 major trophies in total, while men have won 48. 13 less. 13 trophies. 13 major honors less. But give him time. Give Arteta time. He is gonna become good. Wasn't good as a player. Still cannot believe we signed Mikel Arteta as Cesc Fabregas's replacement, and we chose not to re-sign Cesc Fabregas when we had the chance and he went to Chelsea. Like, that still is a mystery and a half. Big up AFC always. Hope you're doing well today. Arsenal are finished as a big club. The owners have no intention of trying to win, and the best that's also held by Arteta is his freaking obsession with money spent on defensive players. Yeah. To be honest, it should have been a telling. But people at the moment, I guess, just glossed it over. When Stan Kroenke fully got the ownership of Arsenal, first words that came out of his mouth were, "I did not buy Arsenal to win trophies." Those were the first words that came out of his mouth. And that should have been an indication of something, shouldn't it? That just shows how serious our ownership is. Stan Kroenke, I didn't buy Arsenal stake to win trophies. And we have basically gone from there. Yeah, like that. This is going well, really, really well. Arteta fans no need to panic. Yeah, no need to panic. Be calm. Stay safe. July 1st, Zubimendi is announced. Kepa is announced. Norgaard will be announced. Probably we're going to announce them all 3 at the same day on July 1st, 2nd, 3rd, whatever. And that will count as Arsenal's treble. Treble signing. Arsenal, in glorious and in unexpected fashion, announced 3 signings at the same time. Kepa, Zubimendi, and Norgaard. That's going to be the case. How long until Norgaard is played as a striker? How long until either he's going to be a right back or he's going to get injured? Because people say he has a good injury history, just like Thomas Partey had before he joined us. So I don't count this out as of yet. I'd rather watch the Washington Wizards over Arsenal, bro. If you want to watch CJ McCollum throw bricks daily in any given arena. That's up to you. To be honest, he cannot score. Arsenal cannot score. There is no big difference. Let's be real. I would rather watch Breaking Bad than watch Arsenal. To be honest, Breaking Bad is an elite TV show. Norgaard will end up being the next manager. I can feel it in my bones. Don't even put this in the universe. Seriously, El Neni was doing coaching badges at Arsenal, just like Jorginho, just so he can 1 year later F off and never come back to Arsenal ever again. Yep, they kept what's its face? They kept Odegaard and let Partey go. Yeah, it is sad, Thomas. But to be honest, that is the nuts part. If we sign Zubimendi, extended Thomas Partey's contract, and then sign Norgaard, right? Nobody would give a damn. Serious talk, I wouldn't care, because we would have a proper number 6. We will have a playmaking number 6. We would have a physical number 6. A Norgaard together with Lokonga can be backups, can play some cups, some minor games when push comes to shove, and everything. And it all would be good. But the fact that we let Thomas Partey go, arguably our best midfielder last season, for nothing, and we signed Norgaard to replace him, according to reports and rumors and all that crap, and everyone is doing a dancing parade for this. It's sickening, to say the least. Man, it's no Partey. Well, yeah. Now that Kepa, Norgaard, and Zubimendi, Arteta has spent £824 million. And just look at this. We're going to sign a striker. Well, at least we hope we're going to sign a striker. I'll just put it that way. We sign Sesko or Gyökeres. That's going to be 900 million instantly. Then we're going to add a winger. We will spend, if we sign all the crap we get promised by the media, striker, left winger, left back, and all this stuff, we will have spent over $1 billion by the end of summer window. And that, obviously, that's only if you can trust them, which you obviously cannot. But if that was true, dude, Rory talks some, yep, it is. He just waffles and everything. On every thumbnail, based on his face, looks like he's getting a rectal exam. Big up everyone. Big up who has liked. If you haven't already, please do me a favor. Like the stream and subscribe and all that good stuff. 824 million spent. Yeah. Wasting money. Wasting money. I did a stream, I don't remember now, 5-6 months ago, something like that. Or was it even, also I think it was last summer. No, it was 5-6 months ago, during January window, if I'm not mistaken. And in my opinion, in my eyes, how I saw it, right? I did the players, the money and everything. From the 750 million that we had spent, around 300 or so, give or take, in my opinion, was wasted money. You know, your Tomiyasu's, your Marquinhos's, Williams, Havertz, Vieira, and all these guys. It was insane. And of course, the goalkeepers, about 50 of them. We buy more goalkeepers than some people change socks during a week. I can't believe I actually predicted that. Dude, stop predicting these things. Predict that we're going to sign someone good for a change. Don't do this to us, Everest. Don't do this to us. Our women's are better. Yeah, they are. And nothing achieved. No Prem, no UCL, no treble. No, nothing. Nothing. We have a treble, to be honest. Treble finishing second. That's about it. Big up to the legends in the chat. Big up to everyone who is here. Big up to everyone. Big up to all of you. And big up to BBK Sports. Go subscribe to the guy. At some point, we will figure shit out. I swear to God. From my end, from his end, and we will collab. We will do a stream together. At some point, it will happen. Just hold your horses. Norgaard for the league. Yeah. He's gonna be a starting number 6 against Man City. Just watch. Game 3 of the new season. He's the starting number 6. 100-year head start on the women's team, and they're about to overtake the management. They have already overtaken. They have already overtaken us by 13 major trophies. And don't forget, next year it's 140 years of Arsenal, which means there will be some nice, expensive, insane amount of countless merch being released in Arsenal's merch shop. And it will be sold out. You can bet your ass on it. I'm absolutely sick of that to this goddamn club. Excuse me. I get it. I get it, Eros. I get it. Like, it's not like you've been gifted with good teams. You have DC Disrupted. You have Washington Muggles. You have Washington. What else is there? Washington Bullet that fire blank. So you are in a bit of a pickle in that regard. I get it. I get it. But it's never too late. You can go out on loan to somewhere else. Somebody can stay, but Partey can't. Yeah, that is the Arsenal's logic. If it makes sense, Arsenal won't do it. Simple as that. This men's team is like no mentality, no nothing. Just what vibe belongs all the time. Mr. Hospital can stay, but no part. Exactly. That's the nuts part. If you look at Lokonga's injury history, all right? I don't know if anyone has talked about this enough or not, because I have mentioned this in some streams, my own and other people's streams as well. But this is the big thing. This is the big thing. Where are we? Here we go. Here we go. Albert Bambi Lokonga. Look at the injuries. Look at the injuries. Oh. He was out on Luton 23-24, 24-25. He was at Sevilla. Hamstring for 2 months. 2 months. Hamstring for a month. Hamstring for a month. Hamstring for almost a month. Hamstring for a month. And of course, hamstring once again. He has had 6 hamstring injuries in 2 years. 4 last season alone. This guy gets re-signed, but Thomas Partey doesn't. Yes, Thomas Partey, when he's injured, he's out for about 65 years. But at the same time, if he's not injured, he usually tends to stay injury-free, because if you look actually at Thomas Partey's injury history, it's a very weird phenomenon, if you ask me. Because if you look at his injuries, right, since joining up, look, Thomas Partey's injuries at what's its face? At Atletico Madrid. 7 games missed in what? 5 years. In 5 years, he missed 7 games. 7 games in 5 years he missed due to hamstring injuries. That was under Diego Simeone, his hardcore regime, where you just run, you tackle, and you give your all on the pitch. Then he joins Arsenal. The rest of this, well, yeah. See, all of this is Arsenal. All of this is Arsenal. Serious talk. And what I was saying about Thomas Partey's weird phenomenon is this. Watch. He was injured. He missed half a season, right? In 2021 season. Next season, he missed again 19 games. Then 22-23 season, arguably our best season to date, he has missed only 6 games. Then the 23-24 season, he missed 34 games. And the last season, he missed only 1. Which means that every other season, he tends to stay injury-free, which is a weird phenomenon, if you ask me. It's a very weird phenomenon, if you ask me, regarding Thomas Partey. At the same time, when he's fit, Arsenal are doing fantastically well. Big up Hyper Protagonist. Hope you're doing well. It's over, lads. Raise the white flags. Yeah, surrender, run away, hide in the bush, and all this stuff. Vieira is staying as well. Yeah, Vieira is staying, and he's going to be something here. Or great business. More great business, always. Glad that Partey is leaving. He's had enough for Arteta's bollocks. Who would tolerate playing right back? Like, seriously, surprised he didn't play right wing. Lokonga stays while Partey goes. We are crazy. Yeah. Palace, Luton, and Sevilla. Lokonga flushed out of every loan spell and earned an extension. Make it make sense. Exactly. Make it make sense. Palace didn't want him. Luton didn't want him. Sevilla didn't want him. Nobody wanted him. Yet, he gets an extension. Kieran Tierney, best left back in the team, doesn't get an extension. Thomas Partey, best midfielder last season, arguably, doesn't get an extension. Let your mind explode and wander in the mystical universes of Arsenal. Lokonga styles where Partey goes, yeah. Ain't no one called... can tell me the money we're paying Lokonga could not have been put towards Party's new deal? 100%. Lokonga plus Norgaard equals Party. Well, it's a bit of an exaggeration. You have to kind of put about 50 grand on top. But overall, yeah, it will be something like that. Honestly, give the women's manager the managed job. Maybe they can do much better. Maybe. It really hurt me when Fabregas left to join Chelsea. Yeah. But that's the thing. Fabregas left Arsenal to go to Barcelona, right? Arsenal signed Arteta as his replacement, which is stupid, but it is what it is. But then when Cesc was leaving Barcelona, he actually wanted to come back to Arsenal. And Arsene Wenger said, no. And he went to Chelsea instead. And we all know how that went afterwards. Yeah, exactly. Fabregas wanted to come back. Wenger refused to get him back. Yeah, exactly. Like that is one of those things I kind of cannot forgive Wenger. I'm not going to lie. We would have won if we got him by now. Kroenke should sell. Should, but they won't. It's good money maker for them. Gyökeres or bust. Big up YouTube senses. Sadly, I'm not so sure it's that going to happen. Arsenal are gaslighting the shit out of those gentlemen. The club is on a wind-up tour. That's very mildly put. Let's just say it that way. Big up everyone. 13 likes. If you haven't already, do me a favor. Like the stream, subscribe, and all that good jazz. Helps a lot. Helps to ease the pain and everything. Kepa is Arteta's 10th goalkeeper. So on average, every season he gets 2 new goalkeepers. That is going well. Arsenal always make excuses. If we're going to get a striker, left wing, and a left back, where are we going to get the money? Well, according to the reports, the mystical universe that is the Athletic, Sam Mukbang or whatever his name is, Kappa Watts, and what else is there? There are loads of them, right? The war chest. Remember, the war chest. Arsenal have a war chest. Remember that, guys. We have a war chest. We're going to use it. I've been waiting for that war chest since 2011, but we're going to use it at some point. It's in phase, 14 right now, 15 almost. Our war chest is in phase 15, but at some point, it's going to go bang. It has to, right? You would think so. Then there are reports saying that after July 1st, Arsenal are going to spend big. Because before the July 1st, we can spend only 90 million. Afterwards, we can spend about 150 to 200. So where is the money? 250 million war chest. Bring me the war chest. Is Norgaard a good upgrade on Thomas Partey and Jorginho? Nope. Definitely not. 100%, yeah. I no longer care about Arsenal. I will just sit back and watch this season implode. At some point, it's gonna be a massive crash, and the aftermath of that is gonna be humongous. Because already at the end of this season, people were fighting in the stands, in the toilets, in the Emirates, just like Wenger out days when everything started to become toxic and everything, and Wenger outs versus Wenger ins. It's already starting to happen to some extent. Wasting money on merchandise when we haven't won a thing. Yeah. Big up Midas Touch. Hope you're doing well today, and thank you. I'm trying my best, but people don't want to listen to me. I get so many weird comments on my TikToks and sometimes even on shorts. It's actually wild. I noticed Arteta doesn't know what he's doing. Just now, or that was about years ago already, because it doesn't look like he knows what he's doing half the time in general. Vieira is too lightweight for the Premier League. He'll survive great in the Portuguese league, but the Premier League is too big a step up for him. I think so, definitely. Fabio Vieira would be good in Serie A, in La Liga, Portuguese league. But overall, for Arsenal, he is not it. Let's just put it that way. Fabio Vieira, not it. Definitely not it. So let's see how that goes. Let's see where this lands and everything. Just to annoy you guys a bit more, I'm going to put this on the screen so we can just share the pain. Christian Norgaard to Arsenal. Here we go. Agreement done. The club to club after 11 million proposals sent today. Personal terms also agreed with Norgaard, set for medical. Brentford have authorized the player to travel. New midfielder to replace Thomas. I thought they said Bert is a top sporting director. The signings doesn't suggest that to me. Whoa, 100%. Bert's on a certain level is on a fraud watch. I'm not gonna lie, Berta is on a fraud watch. At the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna play a bit of a devil's advocate here. And I think the real Andrea Berta we will see as basically as Top Gunners, as who said it? Not Top Gunners. Patrice Evra said, Netflix FC, basically. Because I think this might be the last season of super duper Lego-headed player spinning Arteta. And for next season, we will have a new manager. And I think he and Berta will have a big say on who it's going to be. And I think then they will have ideas that they will put together, and they will have a similar path and similar vision. I think at the moment, Andrea Berta is just there for the ride. He's tagging along and kind of maybe even getting Mikel Arteta signings that Arteta thinks are necessary, just so he basically dies on his own sword. His own decisions are his biggest undoing at the end of the day. I kind of feel that way, but we'll see how this goes, because I was hoping that he would have a bit of a backbone, at least. But at the moment, it's a bit of a mystery what he's doing at Arsenal. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a mystery. Because if you want to sign these Norgaards, Kepas, and all these guys, might as well sign Jason Nato and stuff like that. Like, there is something to it which is not adding up. Genuinely, Andrea Berta and the actions are kind of not adding up, which is making me a bit suspicious about his actual intentions and what actually Kroenkes are thinking. The season is over before it starts. Arsenal with a club, yeah. The season is done, pretty much. We love reports, we do. 16 likes, big up to you all. And if you haven't already, do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe if you're new. Honestly, just watch the ladies and enjoy the good football and trophies. I am going to watch La Liga, Serie A. I'm going to watch everything besides this, 100%. I'll watch an Arsenal game, but after that, not too sure I'm going to watch anything. What do you think about Berta after today? Nothing has changed too much. I'm not going to lie. I just talked about it before I read your comment, AJ. But I think there is something that makes me uneasy. Let's just put it that way. And in terms of the fact that it's good for the future, but at the moment, kind of have to suffer through this pain. Will I accept this? No, I'm not. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna fight back until people hear the message. But ultimately, I think there will be something. Big up, Eros. Enjoy the pain. Christian Norgaard, Arsenal's newest signing, newest deal, done and dusted, and he is Thomas Partey's replacement as Arsenal decided not to extend Thomas Partey's contract. Now, I was praying I will not talk about him today, but hey, I guess I have to, kinda, right? Here we go. Share this, and here we go. Benjamin Tesco bags in the house. Apparently, Mikel Arteta wants a striker in before Arsenal's pre-season tour and Singapore and Hong Kong, which they fly out on July 19th. So what? We want to sign a striker in the next, 20 odd days? I want to see this happen. Never seen Arsenal move this quick, though. Never seen Arsenal make a massive deal in 20 days. It's usually more than a month. Both Benjamin Sesko and Victor Gyökeres have been strongly linked, but it's understood that Sesko is the priority. Nothing changes. Same shit, different toilet at the end of the day. For me, fully believe we are going to have to fully rebuild after Arteta. Yeah, the wages, the players, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. And I think we will have to suffer a bit. I'm not going to lie. Unless we get a very competent manager in, which I don't trust Kroenkes to do, but maybe he will, maybe he won't. We'll have to wait and see. But the Arteta's replacement, unless it's a very competent manager who can manage to organize the rebuild together with Berta at the same time as he plays with the players he has and keeps us up there, we might have to suffer a bit in Europa League, a bit. But That is actually a big mystery for me now. Robo, is this not? Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is. What? You didn't believe me? You don't trust me? I see you. I see you, Eros. Your Mikel music is starting to show. I see you, Eros. It's confirmed from Fabrizio Romano himself, the bastard. Here we go. Here we go. Agreement done. Club to club after 11 million proposals sent today. Personal terms also agreed. Norgaard set for medicals. And Brentford have authorized the player to travel. New midfielder to replace Thomas Partey. So unless he fails his medicals, he is an Arsenal player. Pretty much. July 19th, that's my birthday. Watch this club troll me with Sesko. Dude, just watch. We will sign Watkins or Dusan Vlahovic because he will be available on a cut price deal. That is going to be peak for you. Trust me on your birthday. He done kill. Yeah, he's party. Yeah. Yeah, Ethan for now, unless he signs that, yeah. 11 million for a 31-year-old, and we moved to the Emirates for this kind of crap. Yeah. 11 million. Well, that's euros. That's not pounds. Pounds is like, what, 8.5, 9 pounds? 9 pounds. Would be nice, 9 pounds, lol. 9 million pounds. Sorry. £9 million. And we paid 12 million pounds when we signed Jorginho. We paid 12 million pounds for Jorginho, and now we're paying about 10 million. I think there are some add-ons included. Not too sure, but there might be. And we are paying that for him. The concrete finally dried. Okay, just checking. Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. I would honestly rather Ollie Watkins than Sesko. I'm not gonna lie, kind of same. Kinda. Norgaard would be 9.3. Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, it is 9.3, but there are some add-ons. That doesn't make me very easy because, yeah, the add-ons are the one thing that makes me kind of uneasy about this situation. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's about 9 million pounds with about 4 or 5 million add-ons, something like that. Of course, don't forget this one as well, by the way. Didn't they say be excited? Wow, Kepa and Nørgaard certainly doesn't excite me. Shambles. Big up Mick Lucas, big up. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Who does be excited? For what? We haven't signed an exciting player since Aubameyang, Alexis and Ozil. And that was Europa League signings, and obviously before that Champions League and all that stuff. But in general, to some extent, let's not kid ourselves. We signed better players while we were in Europa League. Some people might argue that the team that won us the FA Cup in specific formation that we played in 3-4-3, which Arteta has refused to play since he won the trophy, which ironically is the only formation that has actually properly won him something. That team kind of is better even than this one because that team at least has won something. And that was Emery's plus Wenger's team. That's not even Arteta's team. Arteta has annihilated that team. There's nobody there since that final. Saka was bench. Martinelli injured. Tierney was the last soldier, and he's done. What do you make of Celtic double trades? Interesting. They got rid of Drew Holiday. They got rid of Kristaps Porzingis. They went in the second tier of the curtain as well. They saved about 200 million in luxury tax or some crap like that. They saved about 20 million overall. Yes, they traded Porzingis to Hawks for chips, basically a bag of chips. But Hawks, they are a mess, but they will be a bit of a sleeper team. Plus, Hawks have about 30 to 40 million still to trade into due to salary cap because they have it so low. Now, they might do it by now. That's a different story. However, there is a very sneaky feeling for me, myself at least, that Porzingis might get traded once again. Where? I have no idea because I don't see anyone taking him, right? But he might get traded once again this summer. Not sure whether it's going to happen or not, but there is a big thing about that. Arsenal doing bargain bin basement signings. Yeah, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Who doesn't want some Kepa in the team? Okay. If you have weak stomach, you're easily getting, well, pissed off, let's be real. I would strongly suggest for you lot, and I kid you not, to turn away. Seriously. Yeah, Arsenal, like, they go to Dolce Gabbana shops and Balenciagas and everything, and then they go to Temu and order the same shit for £2. So this is, well, it is what it is, I guess, isn't it? Gallas, David Luiz, Willian, Jorginho, Diarra, Benayoun, Havertz, Sterling, Czech, and the last one, Kepa Zabalaga or Kepa Balenciaga. Pick your poison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 signings from Chelsea. 10 signings from Chelsea. And the nuts part is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 50% of these 10 signings from Chelsea in, well, recent times, you can even say, have been under Mikel Arteta. Willian, Jorginho, Havertz, Raheem the Dream, and of course Kepa Balenciaga. All those five, half of the signings have been under Mikel Arteta. That is nuts, to say the least. Then you add about 2, 3 that came. Obviously, Pablo Mari was ex-City. Jesus was City. Zinchenko was City. So about 9 signings out of 35 Arteta has made have come as City or Chelsea rejects, which means 25% of the signings Arteta and Arsenal have made whilst Arteta is our manager have been City or Chelsea rejects at the end of the day. And the worst part is Mikel Arteta was at City. He was coaching there, allegedly. Why didn't he bring Oscar Bob to Arsenal? Cole Palmer to Arsenal? Players like that. Why did he have to bring Raheem Sterling, Alexander Zinchenko, Jesus? Why did he bring those? Not the actual ballers who are right now included in Man City's first team. Like, make it make sense. You saw those guys play there firsthand, and you thought, you know what Arsenal could do? Some rejects from Man City. The gift that keeps on giving. Oh, bloody hell, don't even mention that. Vice Harrod's prices. Yeah, this is not the Arsenal of Highbury, dude. I still strongly believe the day Arsenal left Highbury for the Emirates, only the brand name Arsenal moved to our Emirates. The soul, the essence, the club itself, what it used to be, got left at Highbury. At least that's how I feel. There's a big feeling from me that because I cannot help but ditch this feeling then compared Highbury to the Emirates eras, right? This feels flat and quite something is missing, at least in here for me as an Arsenal fan. Kepa is the 9th Chelsea Man City's reject in 36 signings brought so far. Yeah, 25% exactly of Arteta signings have been Chelsea City rejects. 25%. Fourth, a quarter of the players we have signed. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. By the way, it doesn't get better from there, if you didn't notice. It doesn't get better from there, because these are the other news I'm seeing these days. Another news I saw today, which could be very painful as an Arsenal fan. Eberechi Eze, 26 years old, has a 60 million release clauses on his contract. And at the moment, he is very heavily linked, not with Arsenal, with goddamn Spurs. There's a possibility he might go to Spurs. He was ex-Arsenal Academy. He has openly said he wants to join. He would love to play for Arsenal. And Arsenal just ignore it. He might be joining Spurs. And if you believe the reports, Spurs envision at least Eze as the first big statement signing under Thomas Frank for the team. And I can see why. I'm not gonna lie, I can see why. 60 million release clauses. And apparently, Palace are willing to accept these 60 million in installments. And we all know Arsenal love a good installment. It's music to their ears. They feel like pig and fat when they hear a word installment. Let's be real. This would get me excited. I'm not gonna lie, this would get me excited. But no, I have to sit with Norbit, with Kepa, with whatever else we're gonna sign. Not extending Thomas Partey, but extending Sambi Lokonga. And have to hear, be excited from Josh Kroenke. Be patient from the top spooners and all these guys. Patient? Excited? 21 years without Premier League. What's to be excited about? 5.5 without FA Cup. 32 without Carabao Cup. Not to mention Champions League. Our women's team has 2 Champions League titles. Our men's team has 1 Champions League appearance in finals. They have more trophies than we have finals appearances. Spurs in the last 5-6 years have been to more Champions League finals than Arsenal. They have won a Europa League, by the way, if you didn't know. What are we doing here? And people call us spicy Spurs. And I'm not gonna lie, kinda cannot argue with that. Spurs at least have won something. Cannot even banter them anymore. That is the painful part and everything. That is the most painful part. We cannot even banter them because they actually have gone and won stuff. Meanwhile, Arsenal are sitting there with hands in their laps, twiddling their thumbs, smoking the Top Gunner juice, and living happily ever after. Fun times at Arsenal, isn't it? Fun goddamn times. Smack someone over the head, you know. Big up Views. Big up Views. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. And if you haven't already, please, guys, go subscribe to Views on Sport. Top guy, top lad. Massive Arsenal fan as well. Smash the likes, people, as well, if you haven't, please. Maddison and Eze behind Ivan Toney is going to cook next season if Thomas Frank pulls that off. Dude, I wanted Maddison over Odegaard, and people called me stupid as F, deluded, and I didn't know ball. I'm not gonna lie, Maddison looks pretty damn good about now. I want Eze. I think many Arsenal fans agree on that. I wanted Ivan Toney as well. 40 million for Ivan Toney. We don't have 40 million for Ivan Toney, but we have 65 for Kai goddamn donkey-ass Havertz. Make it make sense. 40 million. We have 45 for cauliflower, Italian zucchini, the fashion model from Paris Fashion Week. We have 33 for Merino, who is more useful at striker than he's at midfield, but we actually don't have money for the proper striker. We haven't had a proper striker signing since Aubameyang, and that was 7.5 years ago. 7.5, you know. 7.5 years without a proper striker. 3.5 since we binned Aubameyang off. Well, Arteta did at least. And how comes Arsenal was the only team that didn't receive any money for Aubameyang? Because all the teams got some money. AC Milan got, Saint Etienne got, Borussia Dortmund got, Barcelona got, Chelsea got, Marseille got. Arsenal only team that didn't get any money for Aubameyang. Where does that make any sense, huh? A guy who was a Golden Boot winning striker at Arsenal under Emery. A guy who handed Mikel Arteta FA Cup on a silver platter. And we choose, well, not we, he chose to play him as a left wing back. What the F we're doing here? Also, sorry about forgive my language, but that was Spurs news and too much after, dude. Like, I don't blame you. Like, if Spurs sign Eze, something must roll. Big up Views every time. Big up to Views, yeah. I would love Arsenal to win a Conference League, never mind the Champions League. Dude, we cannot even win against West Ham at the Emirates, and you want us to win Conference League? We cannot beat West Ham at home, a team that won the Conference League. What are we doing here? I would trade Odegaard for Maddison right now. Despite the injuries, actually, that's not a bad thing. I would trade Odegaard for Eze in a heartbeat. I would trade Odegaard for Isco in a heartbeat. It's been 14 years. I'm not gonna lie, it's been 15 years since first time I saw Isco. It's been 14 years since I wanted him at Arsenal. And obviously, we didn't get him. People said that he wouldn't fit into Premier League. He's useless, he's shit, he's crap and awful and everything. But you know what? I would have been your left arm off, my own left arm off, my left eye, right ear, and ripped out all my hair to get Isco at Arsenal. I would love Ivan Toney. Still same. Ooh, bless me. Yeah, but I would love Ivan Toney at Arsenal. He was available for 40 million last summer. We didn't sign him. Sorloth was 29 million last summer. Dovbyk was 37 million last summer. Who else was there? Morata was 10 or 12, something like that. And of course, we didn't sign any of those. We didn't sign even a striker at all. As always, it's the Arsenal way. On top of that, last January, we could sign Kvaratskhelia, we could have signed Marmoush. There were opportunities to sign someone. Of course, we didn't do that as well. Yet this bum-ass Mikel Arteta wants to preach every goddamn interview. We wait for the best opportunities for the market. We wait for miracles or something or other like that, what he says every single time. After end of the season, when I think about next year, I get tingling in my tummy and everything. Maybe that tingling in your tummy is some gas from the paella you ate last night. That's definitely not excitement, watching all these signings like Kepa Balenciaga and not like Christian Norgaard or Christian Norbit sign for Arsenal. What are we doing here? In which universe also Fabrizio Frodmano is trying to sell Norgaard as a party replacement? In which universe does that even make any sense? Christian Norgaard, Thomas Party replacement. Are you mad? Seriously, are you goddamn mad? The moment Arteta gets sacked, we're going to party like that. It's gonna be wild if Arteta goes. Obviously, some part of the fan base is gonna cry tears. They're gonna cry themselves to sleep. They're gonna cry to their posters on the wall of Mikel Arteta and everything. Freaking hell! Seriously, there are like. I know I've said this on streams as well. I've been called an effing idiot about 1 or 2 times in the past by a top gooner who has shirtless Mikel Arteta as his profile picture. Kid you not? Like, that's what happens. That's what happens these days when you try to fight top gooners. They have shirtless Mikel Arteta as the profile pictures these. Like, that is actually insane. Thank you, AJ. Thank you. Big up, AJ. Thank you for dropping by. Have a nice evening. Have a nice day tomorrow. Try to ease the pain. Well, somehow. Big up, big up, big up. Sticky posters, most likely. Most likely. 20 likes. Big up to everyone who has liked. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and like and subscribe. Kepa Balenciaga. Yeah. Kepa Balenciaga. Gotta be a troll. Shirtless Mikel Arteta profile pic. No, it's not a troll. It's not a troll. It's not a troll. That is the case. That is the truth. And oh my god, I wrote a message in reply, but then I looked at the profile picture and I just deleted it and thought to myself, what's the point? Like, seriously, what's the point with arguing with some of those people? Because many times, the biggest thing is something what my grandfather told me. Never argue with an idiot. Never. Because first things first, the longer you argue, they're going to dumb you down. Seriously, they're going to dumb you down to their level. You're going to be on equal playground. And then they're going to beat you with experience. Hence why I kind of don't engage in these type of situations. I see some comments on my shorts, on my TikToks, and I just say, well, live your life. I'm not going to even bait. I'm not gonna bite on anything. I'm gonna not bite your bait. Pause. In fact, yeah, it's just a waste of time. I can't wait for all the excuses come the end of the transfer window and we have squad worse than before. Yeah, it's already not that looking that great, is it? I like him better than Jorginho. Good. Like, I'm not saying Norgaard is bad, but people addressing him like he's like young, Thomas Partey replacement and everything, that's definitely not it. And this is definitely not something I'm gonna get excited about, as Josh Kroenke tells me to feel, or Top Gunners tell me to be like, what's its face? What they're telling us to be patient. It's only 25 days into the market. Oh, 15 because it was no, not 50, even 15. Like about 20 because the market was closed for a few days. It was stated in the statements that market was open. You just could not register the players. So everything could have still happened. It's just the fact that Arsenal decided to do nothing. As always, they decide to be reactive instead of proactive. So at the end of the day, when the best players have been taken, they get some dross. And then we are where we are at the end of the season, during the season, and before the season. So I guess it is what it is. But yeah, people, I think on that note, we're gonna end today's stream. So if you haven't already, please do me a favor, like the stream and subscribe as well. Ease the pain. Please ease my pain as an Arsenal fan. Like it, subscribe, like the stream, and all that good stuff. If you're watching this as a playback, leave your thoughts down in comments below. Have a great evening. Enjoy your time. Try to forget about Arsenal. Club World Cup is happening. Borussia Dortmund winning 1-0. Fluminense is still 0-0 against Sundowns. Germany beating 2-0 France under 21. So it looks like there is a possibility that England are going to play Germany in the cup in the year under 21 Euros final. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, big up BBK. Go subscribe to BBK Sports as well if you haven't already. Big up Eras. Big up Michael Music. And big up Kananguna. Big up everyone. Have a nice evening. Have a nice day tomorrow. Try to relax. Try to forget about Arsenal. Have a chill time. And see you all tomorrow. Peace out, people. Peace out.